Hey, it's Hannah, your security guide for today. Today, we're going to look into why we should have strong passwords. Here we want to show you what happens if you choose common or easy passwords. Let's start with some definitions. What is a rainbow attack? A rainbow attack is a type of password recovering method leveraging the brute force approach. A part of this method involves creating a table of possible password hashes and saving them in a database. The attacker then uses this data to look up a password hash, and then they can quickly find the corresponding plaintext password. Let's look into one more. What is SAM file in Windows? The Security Account Manager, SAM, is an important component of the Windows operating system. It stores all user information. The information includes hashed passwords and usernames. One of the responsibilities of SAM is to authenticate users who are eligible to access data and resources on a computer or on a network. In simple terms, it prevents unauthorized access or modification. We cannot access it easily, but there are always ways. Now let's move on to an example. First, we create some user accounts for a Windows system. Then, we show how an attacker would find a way to bypass Windows, copy and use important system files to crack usernames and passwords. First step, add users with easy and predictable passwords. To do this, we add 7 user accounts to our Windows and get them passwords like the ones shown here. Now, we want to bypass Windows and access this file using another bootable OS. Copy the SAM and system files, go offline, and let another system try a password attack. We use a bootable OS. We run CentOS 7 via VMware, and then we easily could copy SAM files from Windows to our directory. Here there are some commands that are executed. Now we have SAM and system files. An interesting point to remember is that applications don't store passwords as we enter them. Instead, they encrypt them or hash them. Basically, as soon as you type in your password, it gets converted into hashes, and then it is compared with the stored hashes to validate. If a corresponding match is found, the user is authenticated and able to log in. The rainbow table itself is in fact the name for the pre-computed table that contains the password hash value for each plain text character used during the authentication process generated during the rainbow attack, which we discussed a while back. Now the second step. The website you see here provides us with some tables that enables us to do rainbow table attack. I have summarized some information in this table from this website. From this table, it is obvious when we expand the range of char set and length of password, the storage that is needed increases. Step 3, we use ophcrack.exe, and it takes a few minutes to recover all passwords that we set. Let's see a quick video of how everything we talked about is done.
As we mentioned before, the user is using OffCrack software, which is a password cracking software. It enables them to recover passwords from Windows-based systems. It uses rainbow tables to crack the passwords. At first, they add 2 tables that are downloaded from the website. Then it is time to use the SAM file that is already copied. There are different ways to insert this file, but the option they used here is leveraging the encrypted SAM file. By hitting crack, it starts to involve pre-computing tables of all possible password combinations. Then uses these tables to find the password that matches the encrypted password stored in SAM file. As you can see, simple passwords like 1234 or test are found in less than a minute, and for the other ones that are just as simple, just another 1 or 2 minutes is enough.
Let's go over some interesting statistics here, shall we? You can see password search spaces for the number of bits on the left and different combinations. Also, you can see how long it takes for different password sets to be cracked using a desktop or Elcomsoft, which is a software company focused on password and system recovery software. Some numbers here look pretty crazy, right? If you take a look at the highlighted part of the table, you can see some examples of acceptable and reasonable length and combinations of passwords that are also hard enough to recover both on desktop and with a professional software. For example, we can see that having an 8-bit password that combines uppercase, lowercase, digits, and symbols could be a reasonable choice, and it takes a fair amount of time to get cracked even with professional tools. Now if you extend the bits to 16, it will be almost impossible to crack. Tip: the first important thing is physical security. We must protect our system from unauthorized users. Fact: rainbow table attacks have become less common because of a security measure called salting. Salting involves adding a random value to each hashed password to create a unique hash. Most modern password systems use salting, which has made it more difficult for hackers to carry out successful rainbow table attacks. Nonetheless, it's still important to use strong passwords to prevent them from being cracked. Okay, that's all for today. See you next time.